One of the executive chefs we were speaking with said that the size of the oysters right now are really small. So he said it takes 2 years for them to fully mature. So is that because of the hurricanes that they're
Well, the sizing has
now?
more to do with like kills that came from the hurricanes and which areas are open. Because you know oysters don't move, so when we get blocked out of one area, we got to go to other areas. Those other areas were probably better set to be fished next year or the year after.
So
but
you
it's
know
all
how
that's
old
available now,
the
so
ones
it
are,
puts a
and
smaller
the
product on
biggest,
the
and when
market.
to get when.
Sure. My brother Steve runs the farm operations, and my nephew Jerry, they manage and run that part of the business. We have about 22 or so harvesters, and that goes up to 30 during certain times of the year that harvest on our grounds. We have boats that cultivate the grounds, so they run that part of our operation. You'll see some of that on here. Kevin, who has no experience on an oyster boat, looks very experienced in this film. It made him look really good. You'll see how dirty he is.
Makeup.
They actually said, "You don't look dirty enough." So I just put mud on my face. You'll see, it's a very stark difference.
So can you speak about how the hurricane affected your business? And
Yeah,
what's
the
happening
hurricane.
now? Not the hurricane. I mean,
The oil spill.
Yeah.
Sure. The oil spill. At first I had 4 days in, I had a CNN reporter come, and they went up on the levee in the back and interviewed me. And he says, "What's your level of anxiety?" And I said, "It's from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest." He said, "How concerned are you?" I was about a 1. I mean, it wasn't really, well, I was concerned for the families that had lost loved ones. I was concerned for this rig that had toppled in the Gulf, and the 100 and some odd people they had to rescue from the rig. But in terms of environment, the Gulf leaks 50 to 100 million gallons of oil a year. It just leaks that. I mean, you guys, if you've ever been to the beach anywhere, you've gotten tar balls on your feet. Generally. I was raised in California. I told you, I had lots of tar balls on my feet. I've gotten tar balls on my feet in Grand Isle and in Atlantic City, New Jersey. There's oil in those waters, okay, and it comes in tar balls. So at first there was very little concern. We have bacteria in the Gulf that actually, microbes they call them, that's the word today, that eat the oil. And they had an effort to clean it, and they were containing it and doing a lot of the things that they needed to do. So but as time went on, it began to be more and more of a concern, and the anxiety level was raised. We're used to 14-day events. We're used to about 4 or 5 days before a hurricane hits. Where are you guys from? I'm sorry. Why don't you tell